Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom video. This is your boy Legend Ronnie, and today I'm going to give you the 3 most crucial points that you have to do when you log in into the game for the first time of the day. So you want to make sure that you do not lose progress in Rise of Kingdoms. There will come a time into the game when you won't have time to log in. Either is it school, either is it life, either is it work, whichever the reason it is. For me, it happened not just once, not just twice, it happened multiple times when I had days and days in a row when the only time I was able to log in into the game was just once. And even in that time, all I had was a couple of minutes and I had to do a couple of things real quick because I didn't want to lose progress. And this happened one time when it was a couple of weeks of just logging in one time into the game. So I want to make sure that I didn't lose progress. And now that I had all those experiences and I play for over 4 years, I want to give you in this video the 3 best points what you should do. And if you just follow one of those points, I can guarantee you that if you come across one of these crucial times in life, in game, school, work, whichever that is going to be, if you follow just one, the first point, you will be able to keep your progress into the game, and 2 weeks later, 3 weeks, 1 month, whichever the time is going to be when you come back, you'll have something to come back to. The point number 1, it is the collectibles. Now, what am I referring by collectibles? It is everything that you can collect from your account and gives you rewards. The priority is VIP. Going onto the VIP and collecting the VIP chest. This should be the first thing that you do when you log in into the game. The second thing that you do when you're logging into the game is going to the Alliance and collecting your gifts. Why? Is because all the forts that players have been doing from your Alliance will give you action points. After that, you have the rare chest if you are in a spending alliance or if anybody spent anything. You have the territorial bonuses. It takes very easy to just claim, and you just claim a couple of millions of resources. Same is with the resources in your city. You also have the technology donations. With the technology donations, you're going to pile up some of those credits. It might not be a lot of credits, but if you do this times 30 days, even if it's only 20 donations, that's still a couple of credits that you will pile up over the time. It doesn't take very long to just click and spam your 20 donations. The next priority, once you're done with your alliance, is going to be your supply depot. Now, I'm not sure if you're purchasing or if you're not, or if you do have some of the supply depot, but that should be your next concern because there is gems and there is various other resources that you can get from here if you do purchase or if you do buy these bundles. If you are spending into the game, that should not be your number 1 priority. This is not included on the first point. So if you do purchase like daily special offer, this comes later, or any kind of super value bundle, this should not be your number 1 priority because bundles you can buy at any time. It doesn't matter if you're doing it now or if you're doing it a month later. The most priority is to make sure that you get the most things in the shortest amount of time. And this is why the number 1 is called collectible. It is not waiting for a purchase, because that takes time. When you go into a purchase and trying to buy something, even if it's just a daily special offer, that still takes a lot of time. If you just click things like the resources, this should definitely take you quite a little amount of time. The next important thing to do is going to the campaign. When you go to the campaign, you have the expedition. It takes 1 click to collect all the chests that you have over here. Then you go to the shop, you quickly purchase the Aethelflaed and whatever other stuff you purchase from here. You have the free refresh and you get it done, and that's about this part as well. Don't forget to collect your mails. Sometimes is events like the supply boxes and you just claim all in the same time. You'll claim your Sunset Canyon rewards. Either it is going to be the end of the week or throughout the week. There is some reward that you'll get from Canyon as well. Or maybe your alliance has done the Shadow Legion when you are offline, so you definitely don't want to miss that. If you are throughout the KVK and you still don't have time to play, you have the crystal mine. Don't forget that on the crystal mine you can collect the crystals, and then you can give more workload for the crystal mine. Even if you don't have time to do the bastions, it is still important to at least collect some of the crystals, because those crystals can be converted in season coins. You have the blacksmith. If you're only logging in once a day, then it means the blacksmith has already finished your materials, so make sure you collect the materials. And this is very important about the blacksmith. The moment you collect the materials, it is the same time you have to click and queue up more materials. If you just collected the materials, it happened to me, when you just skip it, you go and do your other stuff and you forget to come back to the blacksmith, and when you log in the next day, you'll realize that there is no material production. So make sure that when you collect the materials, you instantly just queue up more materials and fill up the bar. That's the easiest way how you can go with a blacksmith. The next important thing is the trading post. Once you've done a couple of collectings, or maybe you collected even your troops because they finished training, it is very important to collect on the trading post to go for the lesson scroll. Lesson scroll, it is very important to complete it every season. It gives quite a lot of rewards, and it is so rewarding that is just highly worth it to complete this every single time. So if you have the icon that it shows you have something completed, or some challenges are completed, maybe just the daily challenges, make sure you go into the lesson scroll and claim those rewards as well, or the daily gifts. Part of the collectibles can be Esmeralda, for example. You have a free spin on the Esmeralda. You have Wheel of Fortune, you have a free spin. You have Legendary Tavern, you have a free spin. You have Heart's Desire, you have a free spin. Whichever event it is there that has a free spin, there is always a very small chance that you can get the highest reward possible with a free spin. So this should be part of the collectibles. Going into the event, just checking real quick which events there are available. If it's something free, then definitely click and collect it. Just the free ones. This should be part of the collectibles. Every 2 days you get a free gold chest and a free equipment chest. The order I have been saying, everything that you need to do, it is the order of importance. Now the next important in collectibles is if you have a free gold chest or a free equipment chest. If not, you just do your free silver chest, and that's gonna be it. If you are in KVK, you also have the Lost Canyon shop, which is very important to collect, because those canyon coins, they do pile up, and you can use them in the shop later on, even if it's a month later, or even if it's the next KVK. There's not gonna be a problem. I always have over 1 million coins, because they carry out from one KVK to another, and you never know what extra they plan to introduce in that canyon shop. So once you've done all the collectibles and you still have a little bit of time to spend into the game, we are moving to point number 2, and that is the activity points. In the activity points, it means that you're doing the 100 activity points daily. And now I can tell you, because I have done this many times, when time was very important and I didn't have time to do much, you can complete 100 activity points without killing any barbarians or without gathering any resources. Now why is this so important, and why is this the first thing important on the second point? Is because of the relic coins, the challenge tickets, the crystal keys. Challenge tickets can give you materials or can give you more crystal keys. Crystal keys can give you material or blueprints. Why the relic coins is because the museum will 100% have a comeback. Either they will introduce more commanders in the museum, or current commanders will have more skills, or they will have updated skills in the future, which obviously is going to cost more exhibit coins and more relic coins in order to keep upgrading and unlocking further. That's the reason why they also left a daily bundle in the super value bundles. You have the Echoes of History and you have the supply depot, which also give you a 7-day coin supply. Part of the second most crucial point, which I mentioned already, the activity points, it is also any purchases that you like to do into the game. Either doing this daily special offer, the supply depot, you want to renew some of your supply depot. This is the time when you do it. On the point number 2, purchasing, training troops, maybe something with the equipment. The cannon chancellors left is also included. Moving on to the point number 3, which this will be the last point, and if you manage to complete this point as well, then you pretty much done everything there is needed to do into the game, so you don't lose your progress. On the point number 3, the first thing comes spending your action points. Once you take out 5 marches, if you don't have time to do barbarians, because I know many kingdoms, including my kingdoms wherever I am in, they all require and they all spam do forts, do forts, do forts, rally forts, more forts, etc. For the same reason, because everybody gains action points from those chests. But if time is of the essence, if you're not having the time to spend on doing forts, because that does take a little bit more time, then make sure you take 5 armies out and you spend these action points, and don't forget to use the daily 500 action points as well. So there's quite a lot of action points that you can spend on your first login if the bar is full, plus the 500. On the point number 3 comes the event. I already mentioned through some of the events on the first point, where you have all those free stuff. Either it is Esmeralda, either it is the Wheel of Fortune, or whichever events. But on the point number 3, we have events like Ian's Ballads, we have events like Cerulean Crisis. You are in KVK, you have your bastions, which are pretty important for a KVK. If you need to do your bastions, those should be included in the point number 3. All those things that you need to do that takes time, right? Because the bastions takes time, whether you want it or not. I've tried to do the bastions in KVK as fast as possible, it doesn't work. Or any other task that you have to do in KVK, events, you have to do a little bit of gathering, you have to do a little bit of training. All these events are all included on the point number 3. On the point number 3, it means that you probably have more than about 10 minutes to spend daily into the game. So then you have time to do a couple of events. Ian's Ballad is the fastest event, Cerulean Crisis is the second fastest event, Shadow Legion you don't need to worry about, because it's done automatically. The third event that you should worry about is the RoK event. Events like Silk Road, you have to be online at a certain time, so if you don't have time to log in multiple times a day into the game, because for whatever reason you're busy, then probably Silk Road will be something that you will miss, which is not a big loss if you follow the point number 1 and you already done the point number 2, and if you can do something out of the point number 3, then you are already in good shape to carry on the progress of your account. On the point number 3 is also included the Pyrrhus Scholar if you're doing this daily, because you like to do the midterm or you want to do the final exam and you want to qualify for the final exam. So if you're really struggling with time, there is a couple of events that I would highly recommend you should skip. One of them is Champions of Olympia. The boat event is very rare now. It used to have regularity into the game. We used to have it regularly. Now it seems to come every 2 months when we have those special events. But the boat event can also take quite a lot of time to complete those daily rewards. And then the third event is the Golden Kingdom. The Golden Kingdom also takes quite a lot of time, to be honest, and the rewards aren't as they should be for the time you spend. The Golden Kingdom takes approximately 30 minutes. Let's say you want to do it the fastest possible. I still believe that you spend at least 30 minutes in the Golden Kingdom, and it can take up to 50 minutes depending on your speed. And then if you don't have time, the fourth event would be the Ark of Osiris that you should skip, because Ark of Osiris pretty much takes an hour. Even though you only need to log in the Ark of Osiris, you go in, you get your 10,000 points if you have the commanders or the troops, and then you can just abandon it, which can take you probably 5-7 minutes to get those 10,000 points. So if you think you can log in at the time when the Ark is set, you have an alarm set, and you can do that your 1 day login, you do the Ark of Osiris and then you do all the login stuff, then you can definitely go for the Ark as well, because if it's the golden battlefield, you can get up to 10 sculptures. If not, the minimum you can get is 5 if you complete those 10,000 points. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you understand the importance of this video, because I know many people are probably doing things upside down, or a lot of you, when they have a lot of busy time either in their life, their work, school, so on, you never know, what you're gonna stumble upon in life or throughout time, and you feel like the game is suffocating you. You feel like you have that need of keeping the progress. So I want to make this in 3 simple steps, like how you can keep your progress into the game while spending the least amount of time. And as long as you do just one of them, the first one, you're still going to keep your progress into the game. My recommendation is to do the first 2, the activity points. It is very important. So as long as you do first and the second one 100%, you'll never lose progress. Even if you stop playing for a month and you only log in for this, or you stop playing for 2 months, 3 months, and you only log in for this, when you come back to the game, I can guarantee you that you'll have a lot of things pile up on your account and you'll have something to start from. The point number 3, doing the events, there's not a priority. Once you come back, you can get back on the events, or when you come back, if you want to go heavy on the game, you have time to spend in the game, then you're probably going to spend a little bit. So if you lost some materials throughout the time, you can definitely recover that with a bundle or something. But those collectibles and the activity points are the most important things in this game that you should do daily if you want to keep your progress. Until next time, this is your boy Legend Ronnie signing off. Peace out, till and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends.